Now, during our lockdown, I'm sure many of you have had a go at online shopping. What else is there to do? While we might look to shop at the big brands, it is important for all of us during this time to support local small business. Now, we mentioned this on the program again yesterday. We are a big supporters on this program of buying Aussie made, supporting family businesses in Sydney and around New South Wales. We're committed to that on Drive. Well, the Council of Small Businesses Organisations Australia is urging Aussies to go local first with their new campaign to strengthen local economies and create local jobs. Well done to them. I think it's a fantastic initiative. Mark McKenzie is the spokesperson for the Go Local First campaign, and he's on the line with us now. G'day, Mark.
G'day, Jim.
I love this initiative. Well done. I mean, just tell our listeners this afternoon, why should we go local first?
Well, largely because the small businesses that are in our local community really are the lifeblood of the local community. If you think about when you've got your first job, I mean, a lot of us were pushing trolleys around, or we were delivering pharmacy medications for the local pharmacy, or throwing papers. You know, a number of us got our first employment chance, if I put it that way, with the local business. But the other thing that's really important is when you spend with local businesses, 75% of every dollar you spend stays in the local community. So it means by investing in your local community, by purchasing services, you're continually strengthening your local community.
Especially with what small business is going through right now. I mean, individuals, small business, industries across the border on their knees. Some have already gone under. I mean, that's why I love this initiative. The timing couldn't be better. We need to support businesses in our own backyard and in our own country.
Yeah, I think, Jim, we all point to the government needing to do more, but when you're in small business and you own a small business, there's nothing replaces people walking through the door, or in this case, clicking on your cart. We basically want to take charge of our own destiny, and, you know, like most Australians, we've got resolve, and the thing that helps us most is when customers actually buy our products. In this particular case, you know, there's a sense with people being in lockdown, it doesn't mean you can't support your local small business. So doing simple things like, if you're searching for a product, just use the Near Me function in Google. It'll actually highlight businesses in your local area. Or in our household at the moment, what we're doing is every Friday night we actually have a night out. And that night out basically is we find a local restaurant that we haven't used and basically go and buy takeaway from them. And when we do that, we make sure we go directly to the restaurant, because a lot of restaurants are using their wait staff to deliver. That's a better proposition than using some of these big delivery platforms that take a significant cut of the small business's revenue. So, you know, little things like that, shopping for honey, you know, when you start to really think about it, there's a whole lot of producers in your local area, some that you'll know about, some that you won't, that have actually, after the first series of lockdowns, and I was listening to you talking about, yet again, Victoria going to another lockdown, small business is really getting to the point that we know the way to survive is to have an online presence. And the vast majority of businesses now have developed an online presence. And what we're just trying to do is train our customers, those that support us constantly, to support us by clicking online.
So how can people find out more about the Go Local First campaign, Mark?
So the campaign is, as you mentioned, it's COSBOA. We've actually got a grant from the federal government to run this campaign to promote participation. There's a website, www.golocalfirst, or just Google Go Local First. And on there, you'll find a series of businesses that are promoted, as well as some general instructions or general things that you can actually do to support your local business.
Yeah. Should also mention the website cosboa.org.au. That's the other one, isn't it?
That's correct. Yeah, that's the organisation that's sitting behind this. So,
sure.
COSBOA is an industry body that has 45 different industry associations that represent all the businesses in the main street. So your hairdresser, your butcher, service station, the whole gamut of businesses that typically you find in the local community.
Well, it's a really good initiative. We've got to support small business and local businesses, and certainly I think this is a step in the right direction. Good on you, Mark. Thanks for your time this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. We encourage all your listeners to go local first.
Good on you. Mark McKenzie, spokesperson for the Go Local First campaign. Again, that website, if you want to know more as far as the Go Local First campaign, COSBOA, COSBOA.org.au. That's cosboa.org.au.